What up? Today we're going to go over how to solve the problem of you being heavy-handed. Being heavy-handed is a big issue, like a really big issue. I never really made one video entirely kind of dedicated to that, so that's what this is. We're going to zero in on that problem and really give you one way, maybe a couple, to kind of solve that. So that's what we're going to go over. If you guys like, art advice, how to draw your favorite characters, anything like that, anything art related, art discussions, art critiques, any of that, please hit that subscribe button and click that little bell icon to give you notifications. This is easy things to draw. So, whew, man, now we got the intro out of the way, let's kind of get into this. So, being heavy-handed is a problem I had as well. And I would give an example maybe of this. I did these two little like quick things. Usually when you're heavy-handed, you are, the line, this is an exaggeration of course, but the lines are just too thick, and because of that, you maybe cannot go back and erase them, where normally you could, where normally it'd be a great idea, like, oh, okay, cool, I made a mistake, I'm gonna erase it. Something like this is, you can actually erase a line like that, where this is so thick, again, an exaggeration, it is so crazy thick that it's gonna leave this nasty residue on the paper kind of no matter what, and it's because you're pushing so hard so early. You're not building it up slowly, you're just pushing super hard down. And I think that is something, again, I suffered from, so I hear you. I'm gonna make, just FYI, I'm gonna make another video, hopefully next. It's gonna be about if you draw too light on the paper, because I've seen that too. So yeah. What I ended up doing, this is primarily a control issue. It's how much control you have over your hand. Your hand, pretty much, this is also like kind of a newbie to intermediate thing, and some people suffer it into the really deep into the intermediates. It's something that should be solved, right? Like a lot of new people that do have it, again, it is how much pressure, and pressure would be, again, the experience that you have and the control you have over your arm, maybe in your shoulder, and it usually comes from how far you're holding the pencil down. If you're bearing really hard on it, you're just angling your hand just too far down. And maybe you're anchoring yourself way too much with the tip of the pencil. There is a really easy thing you can do. This is what I did, and if you have to do this, let's say you're like, oh, I already have the control, Enrique. Let's say you're talking to me. Hey, I already have the control, I already have the dexterity. I've been drawing for a while and I still have this problem. It's not something that's going away, because that's, pretty much what could happen. It could just go away with the more control you get. But if you have control and it's still, you want a quick fix, you can do this even if you don't have control. It's really easy. It is so easy. Just literally, like, hold the pencil back a little bit more, from further back. So if you hold it like here, and you're just bearing your weight down, if that's like your style, maybe it is, maybe if you already hold it here, right? Pull it back even more, as much as you need to, and you're gonna have pretty much no choice, because you're not gonna be able to support it right here. You're not gonna be able to support it on your wrist as much. I'm sorry, on your hand. You're not gonna have as much support to bear down with it. So you're gonna be pretty much, like, even if I try really hard right now, that is like as dark as I could get. And again, I'm using these exaggerated, kind of motions, just to kind of prove a point. Let's see. Let me try to push down really hard. I guess you can kind of, if you anchor here and here. Anywho, that's the easiest part. It gives you less leverage on it, and you'll be able to push down on it less. You'll be less likely to push down on it so hard. And until you kind of, maybe get over the habit of doing that, then you can kind of slowly, get it back to where you used to hold it. And that's pretty much it. That's literally what got me over it. I had to do that for maybe, I want to say I did it for roughly not a year, like 6 months. It was like a joke. It was like, and that felt like forever. You know, I was like, every time I was like, man, why is it so dark? I had to pull back a little bit. Oh, pull back more if you're still doing it. Just you gotta pull your weight. And I'll give you a little bit of metaphor for that. A little bit of a metaphor, right? And I've heard about this through psychology. So when you're, and this is gonna sound ridiculous, so stay with me. Bear with me, guys. Also, at the very end of the video, I am going to make an announcement really quick, kind of an update on what's going on. Also, when it comes to drawing techniques, if you guys like, you know, again, just checking out the drawing techniques, hit up my Instagram. My Instagram actually has a lot of examples of what I'm talking about, like light drawings, dark drawings, all kinds of stuff. And the stories have a lot of things like going on with me, either art shows or personal life stuff, if you guys even care about that. I have no idea. But I'll put the Instagram over here. Check that out. So anyways, back to this. So with this kind of thing is you're kind of training yourself. If I'm like an overeater, right? And I just eat way too much and I gaining too much weight. And I know it's because of my eating habits, let's say. I eat like a lot of junk food at night. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take the logical standpoint and I am gonna go and remove all the junk food from my cabinet and chuck it. Or I'm just not gonna refill the junk food in my cabinet. So when I'm hungry at night, I am not gonna, you know, have the urge, because I know I'm gonna have the urge. I'm gonna have the urge to wanna go to that cabinet and get junk food, right? But even though I'm feeling that way, you know, kind of emotionally and my biology's taking over, there's none for me to grab because I threw it out beforehand. You know, I'm taking that logical standpoint and really kind of applying it, you know, before, you know, the biological urge takes over. So to compare that to this is I know my hand and musculature, right, just mind, whatever, it is bearing so hard down on lines, way too hard, way too early. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to train myself. I'm going to handicap myself to get that. I'm going to handicap myself in order to get that under control. If that made any sense. I hope that made sense to you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much. That's pretty much the end of the video. So for anybody that's still here, I'm going to have a giveaway. I said I was going to have it the 15th, but I got sick. I got crazy sick. I had like this fever kind of on and off. Really a bad fever, actually. I don't know if it was like a flu or something, but I had it for, God, like 2 or 3 weeks or something, like two weeks. It was bad. So I'm gonna push back the giveaway. If you don't know the giveaway, I'm going to give away $100, and I'm gonna pick that person at random if they join the Easy Pictures to Draw email list. It's not the email list for this page; it's another email list, but it's kind of for cute drawings. So if you love cute drawings and things like that, if you join that email list, I will add you into the bucket. And back in the other video, everybody from then on is already in it, and it's going to be selected. The person's going to be selected randomly, completely random by a randomizer. So there's no kind of bias or anything like that. But yeah, that's going to be announced now. It's the very end of this month. It is literally on the very end of like right when it turns June 1 Pacific time. That's when it's gonna end, and then I'm gonna talk about it, and we're gonna announce the winner, and then they get $100 in their PayPal. So that's pretty much it. That's the announcements. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next time. Leave me some comments. I reply to every single comment, and talk to you soon.